All right, Cyber Showcase podcast here with another podcast, and this is this is very different than what we've done before. Usually we have like a movie or a TV review and then we do something. This is just straight up. We're doing a top 5 list, a top 5 favorite movies of each of ours. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Miki. And before we start, I'd like to address something. You guys might be wondering why there's no music on this. I got into contact with YouTube and they said they're gonna stop. They're gonna start taking down our videos if we keep putting in music. Like, they don't mind the intro and outro. It sucks, but we'll try to incorporate it sometimes. But I don't know. I guess it's gonna make it a little more real than like it was in the previous 3 Guys in a Basement. And I guess it's a little easier to edit for me too. But that's all I wanted to address. So if you're wondering why there's no hip hop music in the background, that's why. But let's get started, Brandon. Top 5 favorite movies of all time. This is your house, so I want you to start.
Okay. My number 5 movie of all time came out in the year 1983.
Okay.
It's a little bit older.
Okay.
I was a late bloomer on this movie. I'll just give a background before I say what movie it is. It was a movie that was inappropriate, so I wasn't allowed to watch it as a kid.
Boobies.
Oh, lots of boobies. And lots of action, lots of killing, all that good shiz. And
Howard the Duck.
Yeah, it was Howard the Duck. You called it. But I used to, like, my friends used to be able to watch it, and like I remember I literally went to my friend's house 3 separate times and saw like the exact same 20 minutes of the movie, and I never got to see any of the rest of it.
That sucks.
And I was always like, "Oh, this is such a cool movie from what I seen," and it was just like
Those first 20 minutes are amazing.
I never got to see the rest. I honestly
just tell them to keep watching from where you left off.
I know. I don't know. I was a kid, so I honestly didn't see this movie until like 4 or 5 years ago, and I was like, "Wow!" And then and for some reason I forgot about it. And then I saw it again, like, last year, and I was like, holy crap, this is one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. And I just narrowed it down, and this is my number 5, Scarface. What a movie.
Ooh.
What a movie.
Ooh.
If you have not seen this movie, we're going to give a synopsis of each movie.
Yeah, just to give you
the synopsis on Scarface. After getting a green card in exchange for assassinating a Cuban government official, Tony Montana, played by Al Pacino, stakes a claim on the drug trade in Miami, viciously murdering anyone who stands in his way. Tony eventually becomes the biggest drug lord in the state, controlling nearly all the cocaine that comes through Miami, but increased pressure from the police, wars with Colombian drug cartels, and his own drug-fueled paranoia serve to fuel the flames of his eventual downfall. And it is an incredible movie.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Al Pacino just delivers. It's a 3-hour movie, but honestly, it's one of those 3-hour movies that doesn't feel like 3 hours. Like, it's just so good. And there's no part where it's boring or anything. It's either, it literally is like, it's either an amazingly acted scene or an amazing action scene. And it's, Al Pacino is just, I can't say enough about his performance in this movie as Tony Montana. Michelle Pfeiffer is phenomenal as his girlfriend.
I still can't believe that's her. That's
so
strange to me. It's like something she wouldn't...
I know.
Like, these days, she doesn't do anything like this.
I know. So, such a different role than what she does now. But, bravo for this movie. I absolutely love this movie. It's number 5. My favorite movies I've ever seen in my life. What do you think about Scarface?
Probably one of the most influential gangster movies of all time. Just watching, like, when I'm bored, I, like, watch, like, directors talk about things. This always comes up.
Yeah.
If not the first movie, like, top 5 movies when people get influenced. Quentin Tarantino is influenced by this movie. Christopher Nolan. That's all I can think of at the top of my head. I'm influenced by this movie.
Yeah.
Like, this movie is so damn good. And like you said about the 3 hours, some movies, like, they shouldn't be 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like, King Kong should not be 3 hours.
Oh my god, yeah.
This movie, it's well worth being 3 hours because it's so good and well deserved to be on your top 5.
Thank you. What is your number 5?
My number 5 is Goodfellas.
Ooh.
Yep. Synopsis for Goodfellas. A young man grows up in the mob and works very hard to advance himself through the ranks. He enjoys his life of money and luxury, but is oblivious to the horror that he causes. A drug addiction and a few mistakes ultimately unravel his climb to the top. Based on the book by The Wise Guy by Nicholas Pileggi. This movie, I can't even begin to describe it. I saw it like 2 or 3 days ago, just to like fresh my mind a little bit of it. That's how I came up. I was like, oh, we should do the top 5 movies.
Yeah.
This movie is so good. The cinematography, the character development, Robert De Niro,
Ray Liotta.
The whole cast is like, oh, I can't say enough about this movie. Just like, hold up.
Yeah.
Bring up the entire cast. Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito.
Joe
Pesci. I don't know why I said Danny DeVito. I saw his character, Tommy DeVito. Lorraine Bracco. Paul Sorvino. All Italian people, clearly.
Yeah.
I just feel like, as a gangster movie, it's not really a gangster movie. It's more of like a coming of age, like criminal movie.
Yeah.
I think personally this is my favorite Marty Scorsese movie.
Okay.
That's all I have to say about that.
For what I think about this movie, it's a classic. It's an amazing movie. The combination of the 3 main guys, Ray Liotta, De Niro, and Pesci, are phenomenal. Perfect. Yeah.
Perfect.
And Martin Scorsese, honestly, him and Tarantino, 1A, 1B for me as my favorite directors. Everything they make is magic, and this is definitely one of the best Martin Scorsese films ever.
It's one of the best movies ever.
Yeah, I agree. Number 4. Number 4. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
My number 4 came out in 2012.
Okay, that's pretty recent.
Pretty recent, but pretty mind-blowing. It has all positive reviews on everything. So you know it's good. From the director
so you know
it's real. From the director himself, Quentin Tarantino, Django Unchained.
Oh my god.
Synopsis on this film. 2 years before the Civil War, Django, played by Jamie Foxx, a slave, finds himself accompanying an unorthodox German bounty hunter named Dr. King Schultz, played by Christopher Waltz, on a mission to capture the vicious Brittle brothers. Their mission successful, Schultz frees Django, and together they hunt the South's most wanted criminals. Their travels take them to the infamous plantation of Shady Calvin Candy, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, where Django's long-lost wife, played by Kerry Washington, is still a slave. Bam, this movie, my god, this movie is special.
It's well deserved by the critics' praise and everything.
It is so freaking good. Literally everyone, even the little people, just every little thing in this movie, yeah, it's perfect. It is a perfect movie for me. I can't say enough about this movie. Just Jamie Foxx, Christopher Waltz, Leonardo DiCaprio, those 3, they're just special in this movie. Special. And Quentin Tarantino, this is my second favorite Quentin Tarantino movie, so spoiler, I have another Quentin Tarantino movie coming.
I have a feeling I know what it is.
But Quentin Tarantino, like I said, 1A, 1B for me. With Martin Scorsese, it honestly depends on the day who I like more. It's just, they're both just so incredible directors. And I really don't think, I think there's maybe one movie from each of them that's not, I'm it's okay. But every person has that one thing that's not their best. Yeah. Every musician has that one album. Every director has that one movie. That's what I thought. What did you think about Django Unchained?
Quentin Tarantino as a director, I think he writes the best dialogue I've ever heard or heard in a film.
Yep.
I'm studying his screenplays right now.
Yeah.
Because I could study other people's, but honestly his is the foundation if you really want to find out how to write, because he actually understands the characters, and every character has their own mannerism even when they're talking. Yeah. It's because right now I'm reading Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah.
His dialogue for that is I could visualize the entire scene. Like, it sounds so poetic, and like you could even see that in this movie. This movie was so well put together, and it's like has a lot of controversy, and that's why it was like such a huge success.
Yeah.
I honestly thought Jamie Foxx should have got nominated for his
I agree.
leading performance.
I agree.
It's so underrated. Everyone talks about Leo. Everyone talks about Christoph Waltz.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I thought he led the movie really well.
Yeah, he really gets underrated for it. And to bring up the screenwriting stuff, I was actually thinking about that when I saw Hateful Eight trailer. That one thing, it just kept coming back to me. I'm just like, why do I like this so much? It is just the way it's delivered and the way it is acted. Is the scene where Samuel L. Jackson, it starts off, he's just like, room for one more. And just the way he delivers it and the act, I don't know, it just, that line alone got me so hyped for the Hateful Eight movie, that trailer. I just love that little part. Like, I love the whole trailer, but I love that little part. I don't know why, I just do.
Because Quentin Tarantino, like, the thing about him, he is a filmmaker. Filmmaker. He writes characters, so, like, when he auditioned people, he auditioned, like, 300 people for Christoph Waltz and Glorious Bastards.
Yeah.
Because, like, he had to speak German, English, Italian, and French.
Yeah.
And then off comes in this guy.
Oh.
Pretty much born to play this part.
I think Christoph Waltz in both Inglourious Basterds and Django Unchained are two of the best performances I've ever seen in my life. Just, he is a special actor.
I agree.
All right.
My number 4.
Number 4.
You probably might not have heard of it, but this movie has a lot of praise.
Okay.
This is my top 4. Number 4, American Beauty.
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
I've seen this recently, and it blew my mind.
Let me look it up. Wow.
Lester Burnham, played by Kevin Spacey, is gainfully employed suburban husband and father.
Oh, okay.
Fed up with his boring, stagnant existence, he quits his job and decides to reinvent himself as a pot-smoking, responsibility-shirking teenager that follows in a once cynical, hysterical, and eventually tragically uplifting story. Basically, the plot of this movie is, this guy is a schmo, his life sucks, everyone beats down on him. He's like the everyday guy that everyone steps on. For whatever reason in this movie, he just snaps. He's like, you know what? Fuck you. I quit.
Yeah.
He quits his job, and then he, like, it's like a piece of him breaks and, like, his ego takes over. And then his daughter's friend comes over, and she's gorgeous. She's the blonde actress from American Pie.
Mina Suvari.
Yeah. And then she's like, she comes in, she flirts with him and stuff, and he starts having fantasies with her and stuff. And this movie, like, it's so hard to describe because you actually have to watch it. But I think we should probably download it after this or something. It's so freaking good. This movie won 5 Academy Awards.
That's something.
Screenplay, director, actor, and I forgot like 2 more. Probably score and something else.
Yeah.
But this movie is well deserved for the praise it gets.
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey is amazing. Bring up
the cast.
Yeah. Very well deserved by everybody, man. Sam Mendes directed it, by the way. Such an amazing job. I don't know why it's not popping up. But yeah, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. Came on 1999. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, so it's definitely something I have to check out.
Annette Bening, Thora Birch, Wes Bentley, Mina Suvari, Chris Cooper. Chris Cooper did an amazing job in this too. He plays the dad of the one boyfriend's father or something. Yeah. Allison Janney, Scott Bakula.
Really, Allison Janney?
Yeah, it's one of her first big roles.
It's cool.
Yeah.
My turn?
Yes, sir.
I would give an opinion, but I haven't seen it, so I can't give an opinion.
We might learn something from each other's lists.
Number 3 is another Quentin Tarantino film from 1995.
Okay, I know exactly what it is.
Pulp Fiction. I honestly seen this movie a year ago for the first time.
Yeah,
it's one of those
of an impact. It is
one of those movies I always wanted to see, but never did. Like, my dad, it's one of my dad's favorite movies. He's like, we have to sit down and watch Pulp Fiction, blah, blah. And I'm like, I will, blah, blah, blah. And I just kept putting it off. Literally, one night I was bored, and it was Netflix, and literally the first thing I seen was Pulp Fiction. And I was like, you know what? Why not? And I watched it, and I was just blown away. The synopsis. Vincent Vega, played by John Travolta, and Jules Winfield, played by Samuel L. Jackson, are hitmen with a penchant for philosophical discussions. In this ultra-hip, multi-strand crime movie, their storyline is interwoven with those of their boss, gangster Marcellus Wallace, played by Ving Rhames, his actress wife, Mia, played by Uma Thurman, struggling boxer Butch Coolidge, played by Bruce Willis, master fixer Winston Wolfe, played by Harvey Keitel, and a nervous pair of armed robbers, Pumpkin, played by Tim Roth, and Honey Bunny, played by Amanda Plummer. It is an incredible movie. It is so many... honestly, each story on its own could have been made into, like, a movie.
Or, like, a short film.
Yeah. And it's the way it intertwines. It's another 3-hour movie that doesn't feel like a 3-hour movie, and it's just one of the best stories I've ever watched in my life. The Samuel L. Jackson, John Travolta, and Bruce Willis were probably, like, if I had to single anyone, those are my 3 favorites for the movie. Mm-hmm. The chemistry with John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson when they're together is phenomenal. And Bruce Willis has just blown me away in this movie.
Yeah.
He's a great actor, but
not as of late.
This is by far, I think, his like best film. I think his best performance. And unbelievable movie by Tarantino. Honestly, like, whenever I hear someone say their favorite Tarantino movie, I always hear Pulp Fiction, Inglourious Basterds, Django Unchained. It's always like Pulp Fiction is like right there, and Inglourious Basterds, or Pulp Fiction and Django. It's just like, it's just that movie.
I think from the 90s, like, personally, I think Pulp Fiction is his best movie, and from the 2000s, I think Inglourious Basterds is his best movie. And then from the 2010s, I think it's Django. We haven't seen Hateful Eight yet.
Yeah. Yeah, my order is Pulp Fiction number 1, Django 2, and Inglourious 3. But honestly, like, those 3 movies are just, like, everything he makes is special. But those 3 movies, I don't like
Death Proof that much.
Yeah, Death Proof, honestly, the only Tarantino movie I don't like.
Like, it's good, but it's not like up to the caliber he usually has. Yeah,
like the Kill Bill series. Reservoir Dogs. Yeah. And honestly, Jackie Brown is a really underrated movie.
I still haven't seen it.
It's honestly an amazing movie. But yeah, Pulp Fiction, amazing. Your thoughts on Pulp Fiction?
Oh man, for sure. Like, Pulp Fiction, like, this is the film where, like, he put his foot in the door to the industry. Mm-hmm. Like, he won an award, I'm pretty sure, for best screenplay.
I believe so.
Screenplay or director, whatever it was, very well deserved. This movie, just listen to the dialogue of this. You could tell he understands the characters. Best
screenplay.
He's an actor's director. Yeah. So, like, he writes specifically for just, like, say, like, that's why Sam Jackson's in a lot of his movies. Because he understands the way he talks. That's why he has, like, reoccurring people in his movies.
Yeah.
Because he understands the mannerisms and understands how to write for people. And, like, it's going to suck when he's not going to make any more movies because we're going to lose something from Hollywood.
Oh, huge. It's just special.
Yeah.
All right, what is your number 3?
My number 3 is American History X.
Very fantastic film.
Oh my god. Okay, synopsis. Living a life marked by violence and racism, neo-Nazi Derek Vineyard, played by Ed Norton, finally goes to prison after killing 2 black youths who tried to steal his car. Upon his release, Derek vows to change his ways. He hopes to prevent his younger brother, Danny, played by Edward Furlong, who idolizes Derek, from following in his footsteps. As he struggles with his own deeply ingrained prejudices and watches their mother grow sicker, Derek wonders if his family can overcome a lifetime of hate. Now, the first time I've seen this movie, I was in school. We were learning about segregation and all kinds of different things that went along with, like, racism. Mm-hmm. I was so blown away by this movie. It's like, you know when you're shell shocked when you watch a movie?
Yeah.
And, like, it takes you a couple of days to process it. This is one of those movies. I'm so blown away by everyone's performance in this movie. And it's so, like, it's such a touchy subject because there's a lot of N-words, there's a lot of neo-Nazi portrayals, interesting choices with words, and the way that, like, they show, like, what prison life is like, and how each, like, I can't say enough about this movie. I want to see if I have anything else on my notes.
Came out a day before my 5th birthday.
Yeah? That's random.
Just throwing that out there.
That's random. This is the first time I've seen Ed Norton in a film. I know it sounds random as hell. I'm pretty sure I was like in middle school or something. And just the filmmaking in general. I like how they use black and white sometimes to like talk about the past, and like it just feels so grounded and real, and that's what I love about this movie. What do you think about this?
Oh, it's just an amazing film, and honestly, like there's two things you can say to describe this film. Amazing filmmaking, Ed Norton.
Yeah.
It's just fantastic.
Enough said.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic movie.
Number 2.
Number 2 is a more recent film. 2013.
2014.
Made by the man known as Martin Scorsese. Wolf of Wall Street. I was so hyped for this movie. And it delivered. And then some. Oh my god. Synopsis: in 1987, you can provide the backbeat. In 1987, Jordan Belfort, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, takes an entry-level job at a Wall Street brokerage firm. By the early 1990s, while still in his 20s, Belfort founds his own firm, Stratton Oakmont. Together with his trusted lieutenant, played by Jonah Hill, and a merry band of brokers, Belfort makes a huge fortune by defrauding wealthy investors out of millions. However, while Belfort and his cronies partake in a hedonistic brew of sex, drugs, and thrills, the SEC and the FBI close in on his empire of success. Now, this movie, every single person was phenomenal in this movie. Matthew McConaughey, Jonah Hill, Margot Robbie, but Leonardo DiCaprio, I believe, in my opinion, gave the best performance I've ever seen in a movie in my life. He literally he portrayed this guy who is such a person that you are supposed to hate, and you're like, damn, I wish I lived like that. And then there's scenes where he does really messed up things that you're like, man, I hate this guy. I hope this guy
is a dick.
I hope he gets caught, and I hope he goes to jail, and blah, blah, blah. And then he does get caught, and it's like, oh, damn, I don't want him to get caught. It's like, wait, I did want him to get caught, but now I don't want him to get caught. And the character is just so amazingly played by Leonardo DiCaprio, and the story by Martin Scorsese, adapted off the book, is so good.
He's a lovable bad guy.
It's so lovable. And Jonah Hill, I can't say anything to spoil it, but he is so lovable, and then he does one thing, and then I literally hated his character. The one thing that he does made me hate his character. Like, I walked away hating this character, but I loved Jonah Hill's performance. And literally, there's no point I hated the character until, like, one point, I guess kind of near the end, and that was it. And I hated the character just because of one little thing, and that is just the storytelling and the character played by Jonah Hill are just that good.
Really good. Well deserved for Oscar nomination.
I just can't say enough about this movie. I just absolutely love this movie. Another 3-hour movie. Most of my top 5 are 3 hours, I think. All of them are. And it's not that I prefer 3-hour movies. I don't. But it's just, they're that good. And yeah, what do you think about Wolf of Wall Street?
Very well deserved to be on your top 5 list. This movie perfectly describes how it was to be like a businessman in the 90s if you were successful, with the quaaludes, the money laundering, scams, the women, the yachts, the mansions, like everything. That's perfect. I wish I lived that lifestyle. Not like necessarily the quaaludes and stuff, but like having the money and the mansions and the girls and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I love this movie. I agree with you with the 3 hours. I think if it were less, it'd be less interesting. I feel like it's very well deserved to be. I think it's like just under 3 hours, 2:59 or something.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Martin Scorsese is a god in my opinion. Top 5 directors of all time.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all I have to say about that wonderful man and the wonderful performances in that movie.
Yep.
Now, my number 2.
Yeah, it's our number 2.
For my number 2, I'm going to have to give you an offer that you can't refuse because my number 2 movie of all time is The Godfather.
Woo!
Widely regarded as one of the greatest films of all time, as you see on this list, this mob drama based on the Mario Puzo novel of the same name, The Godfather, focuses on the powerful Italian-American crime family of Don Vito Corleone, played by the great and infamous Marlon Brando, when the Don's youngest son, Michael, played by Al Pacino, reluctantly joins the mafia, becomes involved in an inevitable cycle of violence and betrayal. Although Michael tries to maintain a normal relationship with his wife, Kay, played by Diane Keaton, he is drawn deeper into the family business. This is the first movie I've seen in my life where I'm like, I need to be a filmmaker. Not like first movie, but one of the first. Like,
yeah.
I need to recreate this somehow.
Yeah.
The cinematography, the characters, the realism. It's like Marlon Brando's performance. For those of you who don't know, around this time, Marlon Brando had a stigma of not showing up during sets, being completely sloppy and lazy. This movie, like, perfectly, like, shows you how great of an actor this guy is in the right role, because he wasn't always on point.
Yeah.
I'm getting chills talking about it because he's a scary dude when you're watching this movie.
Oh, yeah.
And then Al Pacino's performance in this, phenomenal.
Oh. James Caan.
Yep. I'm trying to look for the other actors.
Diane Keaton.
Yeah, I still can't believe that's her, like, still. That's so weird.
Robert Duvall.
Oh my god, Robert Duvall is amazing. He's an amazing actor. I just seen The Judge recently. It was so good.
Oh, isn't it good?
Oh my, it's so, people are like bashing it.
I know
why
it's
people
so
hate
good.
it so much. Oh.
The chemistry between Duvall and Downey Jr.
It's so tense and perfect.
Yeah.
Francis Ford Coppola, probably one of the best directors of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's all I have to say about this movie. I don't want to spoil too much.
Yeah.
Even though, like, we're saying these movies, a lot of people haven't seen everything.
I know. The Godfather, what I think about it, it's another one of those movies took me a bit to see, but man, what a movie.
Yeah.
It's so special. And yeah, I honestly, everything you said, I concur, basically.
And now for your number 1.
My number 1. Mickey tried to guess this before.
And I didn't get it, did I?
No, you got it.
Oh, actually?
Yeah. The Departed by Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
South Boston cop Billy Costigan, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, goes undercover to infiltrate? Infiltrate? I'm a Looney Tunes character now.
Sylvester the Cat right here.
Let's wind it back.
Infiltrate.
South Boston cop Billy Costigan, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, goes undercover to infiltrate the organization of gangland chief Frank Costello, played by Jack Nicholson. As Billy gains the mobster's trust, a career criminal named Colin Sullivan, played by Matt Damon, infiltrates the police department and reports on his activities to his syndicate bosses. When both organizations learn they have a mole in their midst, Billy and Colin must figure out each other's identities to save their own lives. Another 3-hour movie, and another... Well-deserved. Honestly, this movie is absolutely perfect. I seen this movie when it came out. It's one of the rare movies that's on my list I actually seen when it came out.
Like in theaters?
No, I seen it on DVD.
Oh, okay.
And...
I was gonna say, because like rated R, I'm pretty
sure. No, I remember my dad rented it from Blockbuster, and he's like, I heard really great things about this movie, and I heard it's pretty bad, but I think you should watch it with me, and then...
He heard it was pretty bad?
No, like he heard it was so good, and like there could be bad scenes in it. Like, not appropriate for me.
Who the hell is this person? No. Let's go kill them.
And he's like, but if it's that good, I think you should watch it. And if there's anything too bad, if it gets too bad, you can
It's violence.
And I ended up watching the whole thing. There was nothing that made him like, okay, you should go.
It's not like there's sex scenes. There is, but like,
Let me just list off the cast here, because every single one of them.
Stacked.
Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, Jack Nicholson, Mark Wahlberg, Martin Sheen, Ray Winstone, Vera Farmiga, Anthony Anderson, Alec Baldwin. Every single one of them spot on perfection. The story is, my opinion, my favorite, and I think the best story I've ever witnessed in a movie in my life. The twist that this movie takes, you don't see coming at all.
No.
None of the deaths. And there's lots of deaths in this movie. I'm not going to obviously spoil anything if you haven't seen it. 100% go see this movie because it's a masterpiece. And everything you just don't see coming. And it's so shocking and so good because it's all planned. And there's hints and stuff, but you still just don't see it coming. Like, even like, I've seen this movie so much, and it still shocks me in points.
It still feels fresh every time I watch it. I feel the same way. It's like you still see those hints, but you want to ignore them.
Yeah, it's like, I know that person dies, but they not gonna die.
Yeah.
It's so good, and Leonardo DiCaprio is so perfect in this movie. Matt Damon is so good in this movie. I think Leonardo DiCaprio is a bit better than him, but Matt Damon is incredible in this movie. Jack Nicholson, like, this, I think, is 100% Jack Nicholson's most underrated role he has ever done. Because I always hear people talk... Jack Nicholson's definitely one of the best actors of all time.
Oh, yeah.
And whenever I hear roles of his, I never hear anyone say The Departed. And
it's a scary bad guy, man.
He is so perfect for Frank Costello. And Mark Wahlberg, man, he kills in his role. That... first scene, not first scene, but it's one of the first scenes.
Introduction scenes.
With him, Martin Sheen, interviewing Leonardo DiCaprio and Matt Damon. And he's just ripping Leonardo DiCaprio apart. Yeah. It is such a good scene.
That's like the first time, that's when people still knew him as Marky Mark. And they used to
that's
like, trash him and stuff.
He really got his props for this movie. Yeah. Vera Farmiga as
the girlfriend.
The girlfriend. Yeah, we'll just call her the girlfriend because it would give too much to say. Yeah. The girlfriend, so good. Martin Sheen, in his limited role, he's really a supporting actor in this movie, and he is so good in every scene that he's in. I can't say enough about this film. I could watch this movie again and again and again, and it won't ever get boring. My favorite movie of all time, and I think for me it's the best movie of all time just because of how much I love it. And I've never heard one person say a bad thing about this movie. And
well, they better not.
If you do, honestly, you need to rethink about watching films because this movie is absolute perfection. Clearly you didn't see the
same thing we watched.
This movie's absolute perfection.
Yeah.
What did you think about The Departed?
You summed it up. Like, Leo's performance is amazing. Matt Damon's performance is amazing. Jack Nicholson is like one of the scariest villains on film ever. Powerful performances by everybody. Well deserved to be on your top 5. Now, for my number 1, this movie I feel like is a part of my DNA because this movie is so influential on everything I do, on my opinions on movies. May not be on everyone's top 5 list, but my number 1 movie of all time is Star Wars Episode... I'll call it Episode 2, because really it is my Episode 2. The Empire Strikes Back. Oh my god. The sequel to the original Star Wars movie. The adventure continues with Luke Skywalker, played by Mark Hamill, Han Solo, Harrison Ford, Princess Leia, played by Carrie Fisher, Chewbacca, played by Peter Mayhew. face the attack by the Imperial forces and its AT-AT walkers on the ice planet Hoth. While Han and Leia escape in the Millennium Falcon, Luke travels to Dagobah in search of a person or thing named Yoda to begin his Jedi training. Only with the Jedi Master's help can Luke survive when the dark side of the Force beckons him into the ultimate duel with Darth Vader. This movie is the blueprint for every single sequel to come, and is why most sequels suck these days. Mm-hmm. Or in my opinion, it's hard to live up to expectations of the first movie. Mm-hmm. This movie is amazing in my opinion because usually when a movie ends, the good people win. The dark side wins in this case. You find out that Darth Vader is his father, which is shocking, but I'm sure everyone... I knew this going into the movie, but I was okay with that because it was still an amazing movie.
Yeah.
This is... See, different people see different movies. I've seen this before I've seen any other Star Wars movie. Mm-hmm. So, like, it's hard for me to compare them. So, like, this is my favorite, and then the fourth one, and then the sixth one.
Okay.
And then the prequels, I kind of change my mind all the time. Mm-hmm. But what do you think of this movie?
Okay. So I have an interesting opinion that not most people have on Star Wars. Mm-hmm. I seen the prequels first.
Okay.
And then I basically seen it as the actual story is, 1 through 6.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, no, honestly, it does not matter. It's all contained trilogy. Yeah. And I actually like the prequels better. I know it's like...
It's the most unpopular opinion.
I know. Yeah. But...
There is people.
Yeah, I know. And, like, I love Jar Jar Binks. I'm, like, one of the 10... I think there's literally probably 10 people in the world that actually like Jar Jar Binks. Like, Jar Jar Binks is, like, one of my top 5 favorite Star Wars characters ever. And I know that is definitely the most unpopular opinion. But Star Wars Episode 5, your Episode 2, I think is the best Star Wars of all time. Mm-hmm. Like, for me, it goes 5... 3.
It's hard with the other
tough.
ones. It's hard with the other ones.
I love number 3. Like, I think, like,
out of the prequels, I think that's the best one.
I guess I go 5, 3. That's so hard. Because I'm gonna go 5, 3, 2, 4, 6, 1.
Okay. That's fair.
I just honestly, if they didn't have or episode 3 wasn't as good, I would say 4, 5, 6 is. But I just love episode 3 so much. But episode 5 is definitely the best Star Wars, and it is so incredible. The scenes with Luke and Yoda, and then the scenes with Luke and Darth Vader.
Effects too. Almost no CGI.
It is an incredible film. Mm-hmm. Incredible. And I honestly think from watching the trailers for the upcoming episode 7, that's the feeling I get from it, is the episode 5 feeling.
People, every time I say that in public, people laugh at me, but it's like, you guys don't understand.
Yeah.
It's like, the prequels are awesome for what they are, but like, they don't feel like the original trilogy.
No, not at all. Not at all.
And I feel like that's what JJ is doing.
Yeah.
He's reinvigorating what some people might not agree with. It was like, it's kind of 50-50. Some people think that Star Wars kind of died with the prequels. Some people are like, I don't know. They're kind of like on the fence. I'm like on the fence.
Yeah.
Like, I still like the prequels, but like,
you
can't see my hands, but like, I still think the original trilogy is far more superior. As far as the technological advancement in the prequels, you can't compare that.
Yeah. Oh, episode 1's horrible. I'll say that episode 1 is horrible. It's bad.
Yeah. The acting and...
Oh, it's bad.
Are you an angel?
I think episode 2 is good. I honestly think because whenever I hear someone, they're like, episode 3 is the best. I think it is the best of the prequels. But I think episode 2 is really underrated Star Wars film.
It's definitely better than the first one.
Oh. That episode 1 is horrible. But yeah. It is a phenomenal film. 100% my favorite of the series.
Those are our top 5 movies. We're going to keep this podcast a little bit shorter. It's almost 40 minutes. I'm Miki.
I'm Brandon.
Until next time.
Peace.